Hello, hello, Mr. Shine here from HearthstonePlayers.com. I am going to continue another arena run. It's going to be Druid this time. I don't think I've done Druid in a bit. And I think that Druid post-GVG, it's hard to say. It's a little bit weaker, maybe. I mean, I think that it doesn't have the same ability to go tempo like some of the other decks do. I think that's the main thing. So I guess you play it a little bit more traditionally than you might with some of the newer ones, which is fine. I'm okay with traditional. It really depends too, though. Like because you play control, you're really hoping that you outvalue things, and sometimes you don't, and then you're not too happy. These guys, well, recycle. I don't think I really need a 2-drop. It's kind of interesting. I mean, Druids lack removal. Recycle isn't. I mean, it's kind of removal. It obviously depends on the time of the game, but it can be. I'm gonna go with it anyways. It's really expensive, really late game, but I will have other 2-drops as this deck goes. It's something kind of fun. You can deal with Death Rattle and shenaniganry like that. Alright, well, not a huge fan of Moonfire. Acolyte's pretty slow, and I don't have the ability to ping it like a mage would. Moonfire isn't terrible. I think Razorfen Hunter, though, is totally fine. Maybe it's gone up a little bit post-GVG. Just the fact that it has a little bit more, I mean, that extra minion, trying to get things on the board is really important. I think the Trog is best here. Micro Machine can get out of hand. I think the Trog is just a trusty 2-3 that sometimes can do a little bit more. Nightblade is very expensive, doesn't do quite as much. So we will Trog. I think Mech Bearcat. It's kind of like an Ogre that gives you spare parts. Spare parts can be pretty useful. A little bit of utility. Illuminator's an okay 3. It's not bad, actually. It's quite good, but I think that I think Mech Bearcat. I like it. Druid of the Kalala is really good. So I don't normally use Innervates, but I've heard that one is good. I'm going to try it, but I definitely will not try it at the expense of Druid of the Clouds. That card is just so awesome. I liked Tiger. These two die too easily, even though Abusive is not bad. I think another Druid of the Claw over a Loot Hoarder at this point. Even though I will, as I get later on, I will have to pay attention to 2-drops a little bit more. Oh man, 3 Druid of the Claws. It's the first 10 cards, right? I think that's okay. Alright, well, this isn't that great. I don't think I need NT Keelbot, especially considering I already have 4 5-drops that are all quite good. I think this is now a time to be abusive. Lord of the Arena. I have I mean, Druid has so many great late game cards in general that I don't think Lord of the Arena is worth it at all. None of these are very good, so this is a bit of a sad pick. Arcane Golem does give me reach, and I think that's probably what I get anyways. Just having that reach is really important. Demolisher usually is unplayable, and its stats are really bad. If you get it on an empty board early and they only have 3 2s or something and you hit 50%, then it can be good, but there's a lot of ifs there. Alright, I think, Burly, Rockjaw, Trog. I have no 4s at this point, and that's a decently respectable 4. I don't have any spells yet. And again, late game, I'm not too concerned with this deck. Alright. Well, I'm not a huge fan of Flesh-Eating Ghoul. And my 3s are already kind of so average, poor, probably. I don't need an Antique Healbot, as I said before. I think I actually Clockwork Gnome. At least it gives me something that can help trade up with something else. Utility at the very least. Although, not too pleased. But I still don't think it's worth me ghouling. Because then I have, like, you know, out of the 3 3s I have right now, 2 of them are really not cards you generally want to play on turn 2. I'll give it a try. Alright, Wild Pyromancer is pretty great. I do have a lot of spare parts potentially in this deck to utilize, but I think Keeper of the Grove is too good to pass up. That Battle Cry is so flexible, and it can really help in the early game aggression deal with it. We will probably get an Ironbark here. Well, this kind of depends. How quick do I want this deck to go? I have my 3 Druid. I'm already pretty slow, let's be honest. I'm pretty slow. Let's Ironbark. Wrath is awesome. Awesome removal. I need to really start getting some 2-drops. Oh, there's a great 2-drop. I don't need more 5s. Poison Seeds. Poison Seeds. Not a good card, generally. It's for all minions and summon 2/2 treants to replace them. No. I mean, if I'm really behind, I'm still behind. Salty Dog, I have plenty of 5s. I think it has to be Geomancer. I don't think I've ever actually used Poison Seeds. But what situation am I going to be in if they have a whole bunch of big minions and I actually want to do this? No. I hope I get a swipe, though. I will take a Yeti, though. Yeti's great. Ooze, another 2-drop. I think I need them. Cobra's a respectable 3. At least it does something. This is a good time for me to innervate, I think. Get one of those. Another Druid of the Claw. I think compared to these guys, yeah, it's the best option. Wow, that's so many. Bloodsail Raider. 1, 2, 3-ish, 4. Getting towards the end, I think I will take a Bloodsail Raider here. I don't have any spells right now, which makes me a bit sad. No swipes, really. I want swipes. Give me swipes. I take another Innervate. Right? I do. Alright, Power of the Wild. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Versus a Farseer. I have so few playable 3s. I think Farseer is the better card, though. I think I take it. Swipe. Awesome. No. I can't even think about that. I have so many 5s. And they're all good, but swipe. I need a swipe. Oh boy. I have so many 5s. Starfall, yes, that is a 5, but I will take it. I want some removal. Oh goodness. Ogre Magi. I only have 3 playable 4s. Versus in terms of 2-drops. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I do have 2 Innervates in this deck now. Druid of the Fang has... Actually, Druid of the Fang has a decent amount of Beast synergy. I mean, I have my Cobra. I have the little dude here. I have 4 Druid of the Claws and a Tiger. I think I Druid of the Fang. There is good potential there. Oh, man. I do have 2 Innervates. This deck is super slow. For curve's sake, I'm contemplating whether it's worth me getting a 3. But you know, with those Innervates, I almost hope that I coin out a 5 or Innervate out a 5 in the early game. So 3s don't matter quite as much. Bomb Lumber is just good. It removes on the turn it's played. Bomb Lobber. I have so many 5s. 4, 5, 6, 7. That's so many. I may need a mulligan for Innervates in this deck. Hoping my early game can get me there. Who am I? Well, we'll see. 2 Innervates in this deck. 4 Druids of the Claw, Fang, Tiger. I have 1 thing of hard removal. I have 1 AoE clear. I have a utility swipe kind of AoE clear. 1 Wrath. And then I have some Kobolds, which could actually, I think having those as a pocket spell damage could be quite useful for a few of these things that I have. It's so hard to say how this deck is going to be. I could get bursted down. I do have some things to keep me afloat in the early game. My 3s are weak. Ah, man, I'm going to have to shoot one of those. This is going to be strange, but let's give it a shot. Let's see how it looks. I'm nervous. One of those decks that could draw really poorly. I mean, 2 Innervates in general is pretty risky. I definitely keep it if it's in my starting hand for sure. Of course, we'll start with a mage. This deck actually isn't that bad against mages, I don't think. To play this or not to play this? To keep this, rather. I think I keep it just because I need a start. That's about as good as I could hope, honestly. And then I can keep this. Power of the Wild. Obviously. Happy to have that. Quite happy. I'm contemplating innervating that out, but I don't know if that's really worth it. I mean, I could clear his board, or I can just do this and drop a 3. And I think he would have played removal right there. This Cobra's going to kill anything. Yeah, I think... And on turn 4, I could do this. Yeah, I think this is probably fine. And if he wants to use a Frostbolt, then, I mean, he's off curve too. If he wants to just like trade and ping or something, he loses his turn. Really? Well, that's a bit of a shame, actually. I think I just silence this. Already deal 2 damage to it. My turn 5 is pretty much nothing. So I think I just silence this. Yeah. I could deal 2 damage to it. But I'm obligated to trade into it anyways, because he's going to keep hitting face, probably. Well, if I deal 2 damage, then at least I can trade into this. But if I silence, he's probably going to trade into that. And then I have a 2/4 on turn 4. I think I can foresee myself using my hero ability next turn. So that's fine. My hand could be really good soon, but so far it looks really bad. So I was not able to ramp out any early game threat, really. I don't know what the point of that is. I'm gonna get this trade value here. Oh, perfect. Yeah, I don't really get it. I mean, well, whatever. So I have 5 cards, he has 5 cards, I barely have the board, and I have nothing in my hand. I'm gonna burn through cards really quick here. Okay, that's good. Well, it's a thing. I don't think there's any reason for me to play this right now. Absolutely not. I just take this free trade. And I mean, if he wants to do... So he'll most likely ping into this and trade, but I'm even okay-ish with that. He has 4 mana then. And we're getting to my late game, so I have, yeah, my 4 Druid of the Claw, my Druid of the Fang, Ironbark, Recycle, I guess. I have a lot of high-quality cards for the rest of this deck. I still have a few 1s as well. Okay. I'm fine to take 5 damage from that. I mean, it's okay. He gives me the board. I hope I have a 5. I have so many chances for a 5. There we go. I was gonna say. And of course, on Flame Strike turn, I figure this is fine to put in this mode. Pretty much gonna be top decking continuously, though. These innervates are really sad. I think it's Arcane Golem time. Oh boy, what am I going to use the ping for otherwise? I get Arcane Golem, use Druid of the Claw, and then I innervate, and then I hero ability that. That's fine. It's not, I mean, what else am I going to use these for, really, at this point? Alright, so I have board, and I think, I mean, Flame Strike's not very good. I didn't figure, like, the mana at this point doesn't matter too much. That's a good card to draw. Especially if he has a Frostbolt, too. Oh, beautiful. Alright, well, I definitely bring this out. And I think do I trade? I definitely trade that. I think I trade. I have the late game in this deck. If he has a Flame Strike, actually this is fine. He has to get through this anyway with a Flame Strike. And I don't think he's had a Fireball. We'll see what he used it before. What is this? It's fine with me. Well, kind of annoying. Alright, well. Could do this, bring this down to 5. This goes down to a 5 as well. This goes down to 5. Becomes an 8. I think I get this trade too. This has 1 HP then though. This goes down to 4 if I do it this way. Stays 5, but he'd ping anyways. I'm gonna take the damage. Maybe? Yeah, it's fine. I mean, he has to trade, but then at least... Well, I guess I give him... I would have been able to... He would have been able to get through this anyways, because yeah, then I kill this. I'm just getting the damage in. And I have more late game as well. It's a little risky. Does he have spot removal? Oh, he does. Okay. Awesome. Oh, terrible. So now I lose, I think, right? So 16, I go down to 5, so I just straight up lose because that's an awful card. Yep. That's too bad. I had a lot of good options. And top deck Frostbolt. Yes, or top deck Fireball, but... Alright. Rexar, I think I want to keep the Keeper. With the coin, it's kind of crazy, but it has that... that 2 damage can be really good here. Oh, good. So I have a curve. I have a nice curve. And with this late game, this should be good. Alright. He was thinking about it. Kind of strange. Yeah, that's pretty good against my board. That's pretty good against that 1-drop too. I think all I can do now is hero ability to clear that, which is really sad. What a crappy card. Yeah, I mean, coining this out is bad. Wrathing is bad. Abusive Sergeant is bad. Maybe I should have seen what I got, I guess, but I don't think it really matters at this point. Yeah. Alright, well, he gets initiative now. At least I can coin out Keeper of the Grove, if need be, to kill something, hopefully. Oh, great. Wow, a disaster. So good. Kind of bomb lobber. Oh gosh. And if I do this, he might go face. Means I can kill after. He might kill the 1/1. Has 3 HP. Then I definitely would coin out the bomb lobber, I guess, and hope I hit the right target. Or I can do the trade here. Wow, Unstable Ghoul. So good against my 2/1. And Misha. The strongest 3-drop you can have. And the strongest 4-drop. So I probably lose now. Wow. What a start. Oh, well, I can reclaim the board right now. I can Innervate, Abusive Sergeant, kill this, then Bomb Lobber. So worth me Bomb Lobbering first. Doesn't really matter. And on turn 5, what would I do after that? I can Wrath this. Yeah. I gotta do this though. It's fine. So anything better? I mean, I have 7 mana to work with. 7, 5, 6. That doesn't really do. I think that's the best play that I suggested earlier. Yeah, it's fine. Well, that's good. I can also coin out the bear cat after this if I need to. So he's had a great start for me against me at this point. But that was a great way to reclaim the board. Wow, nothing? I mean, I definitely run this in right now. This is a perfect time for me to deal with explosive. It, like, barely hurts me. So it could be a snake trap, or it could be snipe. And snipe against Mech Bearcat is actually okay. I get a spare part then, don't I? But maybe I just put this out instead. Or 6, because I don't really need this. This is a 4-2, although I do have a lot of taunts. I do kind of want to keep taunts as well. Is there any better play for that? This is fine. Okay, this snipe. I guess Mech Bearcat wouldn't have been awful there, but if he like wants to put another secret down or something, I can just armor plate this. It's fine, you're 2 for 1. Huh. Clever girl. So I could Mech Bearcat. I could just keep her, clear that. I think I'd rather Mech Bearcat actually, because if he wants to go and trade one of these, I can Wrath afterwards and turn 7, or deal 2 damage with this. And there's no way I could freeze that. Actually, maybe freezing that is better. Because turn, yeah, I wanna save my board. I'm liking my spot so far. I'm putting pressure on the hunter here. Thank God. I feel like every time I've been deadly shotted, it's been worst case. Wrath that one. Well, I wrath that one. I could Druid the Claw and go face, or I can just trade. Though going 9 right now is kind of nice. I can do this. Can keep her and trade. That doesn't really help. I can keep her trade, I can Arcane Golem that, and I can hit 7. I think just putting the Druid the Claw up in taunt mode is fine, actually. It's nice to be aggressive against a hunter when possible, because instead of them putting you on the clock, you're doing it to them. I mean, even if he has a way to clear this with something else on his board, I have the burst in my hand. So this puts up lethal next turn. What did you top deck? Hunter's Mark? Unleash the Hounds? No, because it was a targeting thing. So is this a beast that does a spell? Okay, that one.
Well played.
All right. Well, good. I'm happy to take that one. Okay, Huey.
Fight with honor. I must protect the wild.
Alright, I like having that. I have my 2 innervates. It's tempting. It's really tempting. I like having my 2/3 in the early game against potential shielded mech. Alright, and keeping Trog, it survives against a True Silver. That's probably fine. I have so few 3s as anyways. Oh wow, okay. Oh, I got my swipe too. What's it gonna have in terms of spells in the early game, really? Turn 2. Not much. I don't think that really matters. Muster for battle, maybe. I will trade that and bring out the Trog now. Alright. And then if this board stays, which it looks like it will, Power the Wild. No, it's not that great. I'd rather have the 3/2. Oh, that's better. He has a chance just to hit that. So it just dies, maybe. Or he True Silvers and clears that. But he does not have True Silver if he's doing this. Miss, 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 miss. Yeah! There we go. Everything's coming up daisies for me so far. I'm gonna drop it. I'm on curve. Got an ooze. My late game has to be coming soon. I have so many, I have like 9 5s. So it's like half my deck is 5s for the rest of this here. That's fine. Here comes a 5. It's not a 5. Now I don't have a play. I could drop an ooze and a Power of the Wild. Do I keep my ooze? To keep my ooze. Turn 6. I can drop that. Maybe he draws a True Silver. I don't think I need the ooze down right now. But I just gave a weak play. I can't believe the one turn I missed in this deck is my 5-drop. And I can't complain with the early stuff, but that's really sad. He hasn't really had a good Consecration turn yet either. Alright, there we go. Got my ooze. Good thing I didn't play it before. Oh, definitely if I get my 5-drop now, I will coin, I'll innervate. Alright, there we go. There we go. Do I even actually? No, I ooze, right? Yeah, I break that. Why do I give him that? He has 7 cards, I have 5, because that innervate. Which is a bit of a downer. Equality. Okay. I mean, it's worth me silencing that? I think it is, actually. It definitely is.
I must safeguard the
And I actually think I might... I think he's had options before. He's not had many good options to consecrate, so I'm okay doing it this way. I have 6 more. I think, yeah, 8 of my... maybe 9 of my 19 are all awesome. There we go. Oh, I can't do both though. Oh, crud. Starfire that might be what I do actually to keep the board. Starfire ping, hit face. Because I don't like giving the Paladin any remote board control, which is a little scary, but I do have those, again, late game options.
for the wild. Feel nature's
I am the blade of the
Swipe, swipe, swipe.
we must cleanse the Sunwell.
Swipe, ping, trade. Wow. What do I have right now? 7. Oh. Alright, so I have 7 with this, 11. Yeah, 15, but that's not enough. So I think I still... yeah, I think I do this trade. Swipe and hero. That's kind of sad. Good call. That's fine. So I have 15 damage right now if he can't clear me, because I have the 2 charges. So I still have lethal threatened on him right now. Nope, he survives. Obama number's pretty good here too. So I have 5. Yep. 5, 9, 12. So I'm really close. I still think it's worth me clearing now. A 4, 2. Keep this at 3 attack is fine. I'm going to charge. Just keep his board cleared. So, I mean, again, he's dead on the board right now, not even from hand.
reporting for duty. Reporting for duty. Victory.
Good lord. Muster, muster. Oh, that was something. Okay, the mirror match.
Protect the wild.
Got my 2.
Will rise up.
Kind of tempted to keep Yeti. I have a chance for innervates. I have so few 3s. Like, innervate is basically... oh my goodness. That might be crazy, though. But I have so few 3s, right? And I got one. Sweet. Kind of lucky. 1 drop? 1 drop isn't even that great.
My greeting.
Should have seen what he had in his starting hand. Excellent. Quite happy to get the board on the beginning of the game here. Well, I will definitely make that trade. Definitely will. He sells coin, so I definitely don't want to put both these out either. That'd be silly anyways. I like the flexibility of this turn. It's a bad turn for him to hero ability ping the boar. And I have that abusive sergeant to buff, so I can do both these. Although again, I do open myself up to swipe really bad if I do that. Maybe he coins out swipe. No, he's looking at something else. Oh, wow. Okay, so this is way better. Oh my. Definitely doing all these. Look at this. Now I am swipe proof. I could buff this to trade in. I don't even need to though. I can make this a 3. I can make it a 3/4. And just trade. And this has 2 HP. This has 2 HP. I do damage with this. Oh my goodness. He didn't use his coin, so he could have like a Starfall or something, but this is the way to do it. Is it worth me keeping this as a 3/4 and just trading this in? No, everything with 2 HP is okay, I think. You have to coin it out, and you'd have to have the rare. I mean, it would be disastrous. But he has it, because he just did that. Oh, he didn't. Thank God. That's still really good against my board. Not as great, but still pretty good. Okay, so I Yeti. There's no point, I think, in me putting the Cobra out right now. I just have to go and make this trade. I should see what I get from this. Turn a friendly minion. Does that help at all right now? I don't think so. No. Not really. Yeah, this is fine. Because if he has Druid of the Claw, I can time rewind this and help buff. He has 6 cards, I only have 5, so that's been kind of a shame, but I do have board. 5.5-ish. He did start with the coin, so he gets an extra card too. I like the idea of Druid of the Decline and bringing it back right now. Gen 7 I can play it better, and then this leaves this with more HP. I don't really like... Well, it's kind of interesting why he's doing it this way. Do I want to change that on turn 6? Why is he doing this? I don't really want to give this to, unless he has like an Argent Commander. In that case, no, I think I just bring the Druid of the Claw out. It's probably fine. Just bring it out, taunt up, so I protect the rest of me.
Where shall I strike?
It's fine. Okay. Five to my 5, so I gained a card there, which is nice. A time rewinder is going to be real nice in this game too, I think. Especially with like Arcane Golem, it gives me more reach. In fact, 11. In fact, I have him at 1 point off lethal right now if he can't clear. Oh my god. Right? If I draw an Innervate, he's dead. Savage Roar. 3/6. Dun, dun. I think I clear everything. I just might as well. Although, let's think one more time. I have 11 damage right now. Plus 8, 19. If I do this. So yeah, so he's at 1. Maybe I do, oh, but then I give him even more mana. No, I don't do that. I save that. I think I actually, if I do this, this, he gets a really good swipe value on me. If I hit one of these, bring this out, hit 1, then hero ability this one. He has 2 left. Like one goes through, one through.
Where shall I strike?
I want to at least reduce the potential for him if he has a Savage Roar. And put a little more damage in. Okay. Okay. Still not great. I mean, he clears some, but he's dead now. And I could have traded these, but I was afraid to swipe. Okay. You're just giving up? You just hope? Oh wow, it costs 5 afterwards? Oh, of course it does. I'm dumb, but that's fine. Didn't matter. I was like, oh, I don't have mana to do this combo either. That's sad. Awesome Jones. Oh, what a name. I like this guy already. Don't like this hand. Especially against a hunter. I've been a bit gifted in the last few with a good start. Okay. I can work with this. Kind of. Maybe. Maybe. Okay, good. So I have a 3 now. I have a 2 and a 3. Hope he drops the 3/2. Well. Okay. I mean, I will just play that. Glaive Zuka would be sad. Oh, I like having that because that now allows me to do this any hero ability. Alternatively, I could Emperor. No, it's not very good here. And now I assume he's going to go face, which means I can keep the Grove this, and then I'm feeling better. Or like a Huffer, for example. Or I could innervate out a Mech Bear Cat if he has a bad turn here. How concerned? He didn't play anything. He had 1 mana there. Most mechs are 1 and 2. I think I coin out the Mech Bear Cat here. I let this just have it. Because then on turn 5 I can also protect the Mech Bear Cat. Turn 6 I can do this as well. This is probably about as good as it's going to get. I mean, I could do this, but then I just trade this, and I'm stuck. This is just much better. Hopefully it doesn't have a... I guess Deadly Shot is really sad. But at least I have a Druid of the Claw if he Deadly Shots, and he's a little off curve then. And that means that, yeah, Druid of the Claw won't die. And he doesn't have a Deadly Shot if he's playing this first. That's good. I will silence that. That's sad. Do I silence that? Oh, too bad. I love to recycle. Could Druid of the Claw and go face. I don't think he's going to go face too. Do I recycle this though? Oh, good grief. Is he going to try to get value? Seems kind of weird to get value. Like giving it a 4/7 could be nice later. I have so many of them later though. Yeah, I mean I could deal 2 damage to this, but then he has a 4-drop, which is certainly going to be better than my Keeper of the Grove. I think I just go face with this actually. I have enough health right now. Alright, good. It's going to take a while, though, to get rid of that, unfortunately. Oh. Good turn 8. Could silence this and do that trade. I think that's better, actually. I'm not too concerned with this otherwise. Should I see what I get from this first? It shouldn't matter. Okay. So unfortunately, of course, this thing, I cannot cast spells right now. I can't actually kill it right now. A bit of a pickle. Okay. I Cobra. I Cobra and just hero ability. He's not going to trade into this, I don't think. And I can't kill that either. It is a slow turn. It's actually a very slow turn, but I don't really have that many more cards than him. In fact, I don't. I just have armor plating and things. Wow. I'm really surprised about that. Alright, well, I don't think wrathing that is helpful at all. Now, Earthen Ring, give it probably an armor plating. That's probably it. I give it an attack too, I guess. Is that really worth? I might as well make it a 4/4. That can allow my hero ability later to do that. For, yeah, 5, 6, 7. It's fine, I guess. I have a lot of 5s in this deck still. I have my late game. I lost my Mech Bear Cat though. I'm definitely behind. Definitely behind. But I assume I have a higher curve than this hunter does. That's the hope anyways. Man, spell damage would be really nice here too. Do that, hit. I think I play the Druid of the Fang now. Although I have so many other good cards with that, actually. I don't like... I maybe actually Wrath for a better card. And then I should not have hero abilitied. Turn 10. Wrath does not help here. If I do this right now, if I hit, can I go down to 17, down to 13, down to 11? I'm actually doing this. Oh, it's too bad you're too late. I'm not going to. I have beasts and I have turn 10. I also have potentially playing a 5-drop and Innervate and Outer Recycle. Oh crap. I'm at 3. So I would have died actually if I didn't do that. So I have to kill that. I think I just Geomancer, swipe, and hero ability. I think that's all I do. I'm going to take more damage here, but I have taunts, and I have my hero ability to slow it down. I have lots of taunts. I have like 4 more taunts in this deck. So 25% of the time I'll get a taunt. Recycling that. Huh. Same as killing it. God, he got Malorn. Barf. Oh, that's too bad it's gonna take that. I think I can't help it though. So he's gonna draw that fairly soon too. I mean, wow, so we now have a late game hunter. That's a shame. Taunts? Taunts, please. Goodness gracious, come on. Should've done this first. Have to put this out now. I need something on the board. I've definitely lost this game. I have a lot of good cards. And apparently I'm playing a control hunter that got my Malorn from his beast. It's also Snake Trap, I think. Or Freezing Trap. Taunts? So disappointing. I've drawn nothing for turns and turns. And my deck is all late game. That should not happen. "12 cards in my deck. What were they? Ironbark. Did I have the Tiger? I think I missed Tiger. 3 of those. Bomb Lobber, Starfire. I mean, it was the top half, and then some crap. I'm gonna keep going because it looks like this deck is probably not going to go much further. So we'll just burn it out quick.